You're watching Lekki Prime News. I am Hammed Akanbi. The headlines. The CSO gives IGP 24 hours ultimatum to release Hammed Akanbi. Petrol price drops in doubt after disruption. Katsina children demand action on climate threats to schools. Now the news in details. The leadership of a prominent civil society organization headed by Comrade Kolawole Emmanuel has raised a chilling alarm over what they describe as a calculated exhibition of raw power and institutional capture within the Nigerian police force. Addressing a press conference, the CSO detailed a disturbing sequence of events they allege is a high-level conspiracy orchestrated by AIG Jimoh Moshood Olorundare to systematically crush Mr. Hammed Akanbi. Far from a standard criminal investigation, the group framed the ordeal as a toxic byproduct of the long-standing crisis within the Ojomo royal family of Ajira over the control of vast ancestral lands. They asserted that this is a case of who knows who, where institutional connections are allegedly being battered for personal vendettas. The group alleged that the machineries of the state has been weaponized by Basho Fakorede, who seeks the Ojomo stool, and further claimed that legal heavyweights and high-ranking police officers have been enlisted to ensure Mr. Akanbi's elimination. The narrative shared by the CSO paints a picture of staggering endorsements, including land valued at 1.2 billion naira, purported offered to secure the AIG's cooperation in resurrecting dead legal matters and coercing false testimonies. They decried the procedural tactics that saw Mr. Akanbi rivals to signal total subjugation. Comrade Emmanuel emphasized that the detention of Mr. Akanbi at SCID Panti is being personally supervised by the AIG in a manner that reeks of a private vendetta rather than public service. They reported that the victim is being denied legal counsel while being interrogated in the presence of private individuals linked to opposing law firm, all while remaining in hand and leg restraints. Most alluring was the claim of a sinister plot to administer slow-acting poison to Mr. Akanbi while in custody. Consequently, the CSO has issued a 24-hour ultimatum to the Inspector General of Police demanding the immediate transfer of the case to a neutral unit and full access for his family and lawyers. They warned that if the Inspector General fails to act against this blatant display of might over rights, they will escalate the matter through nationwide protests and international judicial petitions to restore the crumbling integrity of the rule of law. The decision by Iran to reclose the Strait of Hormuz has dampened hopes that fuel price would crash in Nigeria. The Strait of Hormuz was opened on Friday following a ceasefire deal between Iran and the United States. But barely 24 hours later, Iran reclosed the strait, calling the decision a response to continued blockade of its ports by the United States. The Iranian military on Saturday said control of the strategic waterway through which 20% of globally traded oil transit had turned to its previous states, with reports saying Iranian gunboats fired at a merchant vessel as it attempted to cross. Fuel marketers had earlier projected that petrol price could drop from the current 1,250 naira to about 900 when the strait was opened on Friday. The spokesman of the Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, Joseph, in the reopening of the street. Obele recalled that petrol was around 800 naira before February 28 when the crisis started, expressing optimism that a sharp reduction should be expected if the development had been sustained. With the reopening of the streets of Hormuz, Nigerians should expect a very significant reduction in petrol prices. Petrol will fall below 1,000 naira by next week, probably to 900 per litre. So they shouldn't forget that the product was 800 plus before the Middle East crisis. Now that the war is over, so they should be expecting a return to that price regime. The father said on Friday, but on Sunday, Obele told correspondents that the reclosure of the Hormuz had dashed hopes of a price drop projection. Obele said the status quo would remain at the moment pending when both Iran and the US agree on a lasting ceasefire. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump said Sunday that Iran had violated the ceasefire agreement with the US by attacking ships in the Strait of Hormuz, and he repeated threats to attack Iranian energy infrastructure unless it accepts a deal to end the war. It was observed, however, that there has not been a major oil price surge since Saturday when the strait was reclosed by Iran. According to oilprice.com, Brent trade at $90 per barrel on Sunday, up from $88 before the Hormuz Strait's reclosure. Recall that Brent was $95 as of Friday morning. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump said Sunday that Iran had violated the ceasefire agreement with the US by attacking ships in the Strait of Hormuz as a repeated threat to attack Iranian energy infrastructure unless it accepts a deal to end the war. Iran decided to fire bullets yesterday in the Strait of Hormuz, a total violation of the ceasefire agreement. He posted on Don't, the United States is going to knock out every single power plant and every single bridge in Iran. He continued, "No more Mr. Nice Guy," he said. Moving on, Trump disclosed that the negotiators would arrive on Monday evening in Islamabad, Pakistan, which last weekend hosted direct talks between the two sides, with the current two-week ceasefire set to end on Wednesday. In a power display of youth-led activism, children from the Child Rights Advocacy Club in Mashai, Katsina stood before their leaders on Sunday to voice a chilling reality. Says their schools are becoming battlegrounds against environmental decay, supported by Save the Children International. These young advocates didn't just ask for change, they demand a future where the climate doesn't dictate their safety. Through a stirring blend of drama and direct appeal, voices like Aisha Mutaka and Alimatu Yusuf painted a grim picture of classrooms threatened by flood, blocked drainage, and the indignity of open defecation. They called for a radical transformation ranging from the basic necessity of clean water and green school zones to the urgent need for security fences to keep grazing animals and intruders at bay. The gravity of their plea did not go unheard, faced with the war testimony of students from schools like GPSS, Jagiri, and Afuda Primary. Council Chairman Salisu Kalu and District Head Kabir Aminu pledged a swift return to enforcement, promising to crack down on illegal logging and revitalizing environmental crops. This encounter served as a stark reminder that while the climate crisis is a global headline for the children of Marshall. It is a localized emergency threatening their very right to learn. It was a day where traditional halls of power were filled with the urgent, artistic, and uncompromising spirit of a generation refusing to be silenced by the shifting earth beneath them. Now recap on the headlines. CSO gives IGP 24-hour ultimatum to release Hammed Akanbi. Petrol price drop in doubt after Hamas disruption. Katsina children demand action on climate threat to schools. Keep watching Lekki Prime Channel. I am Hammed Akanbi.